We'll all be setting our clocks ahead 1 hour before you go to bed Saturday night.
Don't forget, but before daylight saving time, we are joined this morning by Dr. Kelly Waters to talk about sleep medicine before you lose an hour. Good morning. Thanks so much for being here.
Pleasure to be here.
Yes.
All right, well, let's talk about sleep or the fact that we don't get any.
Right.
And I guess where do you start when you're trying to tackle people who have trouble sleeping?
Yeah.
So I want to know what they're doing right now and where's their bedtime, where's their wake up time, what are they doing to get to sleep or what's keeping them awake. The biggest thing I look at is wake up time. It's got to be a set time, and if you don't have that, that's the anchor of your day.
Wow.
So that's where I start.
Okay. So let's talk about, obviously, things will be changing here this weekend, the impact that that can have, you know, on someone's whole day, their body, all of that stuff.
Yeah, so we have daylight savings time this weekend. You lose an hour of sleep. It's stolen from you. We're already sleep deprived. So again, you need to look at where you are, what you need for sleep. I think a lot of people think of sleep as an afterthought, but it's kind of essential for your day. So you need to look for that hour and build it in, hopefully incrementally, so it's not such a shock. But
Okay.
Yeah, how do you do that? How do you make sleep a priority in your life? And then, and obviously in a household that for a lot of folks is probably pretty busy,
Kids,
things going
yeah.
everywhere. I mean, how do you do that?
you've got to get everybody involved. Kids need a schedule. You've got to set the conditioning for it. You need a bedtime routine. You need a time to settle, to decompress from your day. If you're running right to the end of your day and fall into bed, you're going to be awake. You haven't given your brain that time to settle.
Well, I think you focus, you know, on bedtime routines for kids, like when they're younger, but you forget the same thing, you know, as they become teenagers, and then obviously for adults too.
Yeah. And a lot of the stuff, the conditioning of sleep, I tell my patients, what would you do to put a baby to sleep? You dim the lights, maybe some background noise, and you give them that time.
Yeah.
You need the same.
That's so true, right?
So maybe some tips of things that shouldn't be happening if you're trying to get to sleep.
Sure. So we have electronics all over, screen time, and it's the closer it is to your face, the brighter the light, the brighter the intensity it is. So a phone is right in your face. Some of them have blue light filters. You can use that, but screen time, the blue light of the screens does actually decrease melatonin, which is what helps put you to sleep. Other things, TV is noise and the volume abruptly changes between commercials. Your brain pays attention. It's supposed to, evolutionarily, it's supposed to.
Right.
So you need to mitigate some of those things.
Well, that's my problem right there.
You have the TV
The
on?
phone.
Oh, the phone.
Which I feel like so many people fall into that, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so is there anything else that people should be thinking about as we move into daylight saving time and then losing that sleep?
Sure. So it's hard to abruptly change your sleep. Ideally, you do it little by little in increments. The best time would have been 2 weeks ago, but there's still hope.
We'll make it work.
Yeah. So like I said, look at your wake up time and creep that earlier, and then schedule in your bedtime. You've got to give yourself that time. And like I said, that bedtime routine, that conditioning, if you've got that, even if you move the bedtime earlier, you keep that conditioning, it triggers your brain to think about sleep earlier.
There you go.
There you have it.
Thank you so much.
Good to see
No
you.
problem.
It is 7.